The Elves and the Shoemaker. Once upon a time, there lived a poor shoemaker and his wife. They were kind and honest, but they had very little money. One evening, the shoemaker found that he had just enough leather left to make one last pair of shoes. He cut the leather carefully and left it on his workbench, planning to finish the shoes the next morning. But when he woke up and went to his workshop, he couldn't believe his eyes. On the table was a beautiful pair of shoes, perfectly stitched and polished. It was far better than anything he had ever made. Soon, a customer came by, loved the shoes, and paid a good amount for them. With that money, the shoemaker bought leather to make 2 more pairs. As before, he cut the leather in the evening and left it on the table. And again, when morning came, the shoes were finished, neatly sewn by invisible hands. This continued night after night. The shoemaker and his wife became richer and happier. But they were curious, who was helping them? One night, they hid behind a curtain to watch. At midnight, 2 tiny elves came dancing into the workshop. They had no clothes on, but they worked joyfully. They stitched and hammered until all the shoes were done, then danced back out into the night. The shoemaker's wife said, "These kind little elves have helped us so much. Let's make clothes for them to keep them warm." So she sewed tiny shirts, trousers, and little coats, and the shoemaker made tiny shoes to fit their feet. That night, instead of leather, they left the clothes on the table. At midnight, the elves arrived and were surprised and delighted. They put on the clothes, danced happily, and sang with joy. Then, laughing and jumping, they ran out of the house, and were never seen again. But the shoemaker and his wife continued to prosper, for the elf's kindness had changed their lives forever. Moral: doing good for others with honesty and gratitude always brings goodness back to you.